What's up, YouTube? It's Eric, a Lions fan. Thanks for clicking on this video. A little bit different video, guys. This is where I'm usually set when I do my beer reviews, but today I figured I'd do a 2018 Michigan State, kind of their season in review. I thought about doing this as a live video, but I'm not very good at doing live videos. I think I'm just too uptight, too apprehensive here and whatnot, so I figured I'd just go ahead and just do a normal video and then I'd edit it later here. But guys, before I get into this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that bell notification so you guys get more videos just like this one. So guys, I'm going to get right into here. It's probably not going to be a very long video because I did not vlog about Michigan State football here too much. I did throughout the season kind of catch games here and there. I did not watch a whole game of the season at Michigan State. I did go up to Michigan State and tailgate with my cousins up there for the Michigan game. That ended up kind of being a crap show with all the weather that came through that day with the lightning storm coming through, if anybody remembers that. I think it was, late September, early October, right around there. And I was also traveling during that point in time, so I really didn't get a chance to really watch any Michigan State football here either. But I got some notes jotted down here. Excuse me. I'm going to go ahead and get him right through here real quick. Kind of the overall theme for Michigan State was the defense was stellar, but the offense needs major improvement. And I would say that's probably a pretty good kind of summary of what the season held for the Spartans. What I seen was, there wasn't much to say about the defense. The defense was pretty good, but the offense, especially when Lewerke got hurt with a shoulder injury, at least I think it was a shoulder injury, and let me go ahead and put it this way. You had Lewerke got hurt with his shoulder. You had LJ Scott get hurt. I can't remember what he got hurt with, but he was out for a little bit. Tried to come back for the Michigan game, and then went kind of right back out. The Michigan game, and I think Purdue, is what it was. Kind of came back for those two games. Wasn't very good, but came back strong in the Red Box Bowl against Oregon. You had offensive line woes, kind of same thing there. The wide receiver core was hurt. At least someone was hurt during the season. I thought that probably D'Antonio really should have put Lombardi into place there, because you knew the season was a wash. If you're going to have constant turnover anywhere, whether it be wide receivers, whether it be your offensive line, your quarterbacks, pretty much anywhere that you're going to have that kind of turnover. I thought it was maybe kind of a wash season, for Michigan State, and I thought that probably their best bet was to just put Lombardi in there, let Lewerke get back to being healthy again, tell him to sit the bench, tell him to help coach, do all that, whatever those guys do. I was never a college football player, so I don't know whether that happens or not, but my guess is that it does. But that's pretty much what the deal was. Michigan State had the number one run defense, but they were 125th out of 129 FBS schools, I think I seen, for scoring offense. I think that's what it was. I didn't jot it down here, but I think I'm right on that. I'll go ahead and put down in the description kind of where I got this information. I got it at the free, Detroit News. So I'll go ahead and put that description down there. Spartans were 7-6 overall, 5-4 in the Big Ten, so they ended up with a winning season, but it was a big disappointment for anybody out there who watched the Spartans. You were really looking for a chance at the Big Ten, at least the Big Ten East, and possibly get a chance to go to the Big Ten championship game, but that never materialized. Well, all the injuries you guys had. I have written down here there was lots of injuries on the O-line, which we kind of already talked about. Lewerke being injured, we already talked about that with his throwing shoulder. LJ Scott, he was injured at the Penn State game, which I kind of talked about here just a little bit. I got to read my kind of handwriting here. I can't really read it here. Oh, and it wasn't the same after the Michigan and the Purdue game, which I kind of talked about that. So we already went through that. I'm going to go ahead and put that down here. Jefferson and Hayward kind of need experience. I think those two guys are goodness. The running backs back behind LJ Scott, I think those guys need just kind of more touches and kind of more experience. Maybe put them in maybe with some of the lesser teams, maybe like your Illinois and your Rutgers, maybe those kind of players. Maybe you just set maybe your number one starter out. Maybe if those guys need more reps, that's when to go ahead and put them in there and kind of see what they do with the first string. But again, you're talking to someone who just sits only 25 miles away from East Lansing, and just sits in his house watching television here, watching football. So kind of take what I say with a grain of salt. They struggled with their wide receivers and tight ends. We already covered the wide receiver, but it also said they were struggling at the tight end position. Davis, Stewart, White, Naylor all kind of had some kind of nagging injury that hampered them. And I feel bad for Davis because he had a torn Achilles and he looked pretty good up until that time. I thought maybe he might be starting to break out a little bit, but that kind of really never materialized. The coaching staff, to me, needs, at least on the offensive side of the ball, and that's where probably most people are going to hear about this, is it needs major, major improvement. D'Antonio kind of just seemed to be kind of, par for the course kind of thing, to kind of say, well, this is what we're going to do, and this is what we're going to, how we're going to do it, and if we don't do it that way, well, we're just going to kind of keep doing it and pound it and pound it and pound it. Kind of like, I don't want to kind of go this way, but in some ways kind of similar to what Jim Harbaugh did over at Michigan. That stubbornness, not to want to improvise or anything or try something new. I mean, he had a couple of trick plays to go in there, much more than what Jim Harbaugh had, but for the most part, I thought he was a little bit stubborn and not willing to maybe hold people accountable either, because we all know there's been numerous reports to where so a lot of people want the coaching staff, or at least the offensive side of the coaching staff, to really start to, get some of those guys out there, maybe get some new, fresh blood in, possibly younger blood in there, be more dynamic offense, a lot like what I said in my Michigan video, kind of give what the defense takes you, and then you just go from there. I think Michigan State has the players to do that. It's just that for some reason they feel restricted now. Like I already mentioned in my video, they had a bunch of injuries, and that's really going to hamper the process of the team. But at the same time, too, if you guys know you're going to be a bad team, and I should retract that, not a bad team. If you guys know the team is kind of in an improvement year, maybe go outside the box and try a couple of different things. Now, maybe that did happen, but I didn't see it in the last month because I was out doing I was out for work and doing outside of Michigan, so I really couldn't watch any real Big Ten football. But maybe that did happen. Maybe that did. I just don't know. Like I said, I'm not really going to dig about the defense. The defense was stellar. Like I said at the beginning of the video, they were stellar. They kind of started out a little bit lethargic at the beginning, but when they got the linebacker issues kind of ironed out, that defense, boom, just kind of really took off, and the whole entire defense kind of really stepped it up. So I'm really not going to bitch about them at all. Special teams, I'm not a big special teams guy, you guys. I'm not really going to grade the special teams or anything like that because, honestly, I didn't really see a whole lot of the special teams. Maybe somebody else down in the comments could probably give a better idea of what the special teams did. If you guys think they're great, go ahead, be my guest. And if you guys don't think they're great, well, I guess they weren't great because I did not see it enough. But kind of, like I said, to wrap it up here, guys, I think D'Antonio really needs to, I know he's kind of, I don't want to say he's one of the good old boys kind of thing, but I kind of figure like he's kind of skating along right now. I think the fan base is really putting the pressure on D'Antonio to really kind of change things, maybe to step up his game here a little bit. I know the injuries didn't help, and I know that's a factor, but at the same time, you're the head football coach, and you got to get a game plan out there to get your team to win. That's the bottom line of it. We all know about them. Excuse me. We all know about the offense. I'm not going to regurgitate that again. And the defense was just stellar. So, guys, let me know what you guys think of this video, and let me know what you guys think of the Michigan State football season. Was there something I missed? Was you got something to add in here? Go ahead and put it down in the comments. Please consider hitting that subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell notification so you guys get more videos just like this one. All right, guys, I'm going to be kind of going in here and there. I'm going to try to get some Tigers news. I'm going to try to get some Lions news, get some Michigan State football. I was going to do Michigan State basketball, but it's already halfway through the season, and I honestly don't know if there's really much else to say other than Michigan State are probably going to be competing for the Big Ten, if not the national championship. So, guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hope to see you guys again soon. Deuces. Take care, guys.